Hi everyone, I'm Justin and I'm from China. This is my very first YouTube video. Starting today, I'll be explaining the basics of traditional Chinese culture for you. If you're interested in traditional Chinese culture, then come along with me and let's learn together. The first traditional culture I'll talk about today is Chinese surnames. This includes, why do Chinese people put their surname first and given name last? How many Chinese surnames are there? How did Chinese surnames originate? What's the story behind Chinese surnames and ancestral halls? And what is the cultural influence of Chinese surnames? Alright, let's move on to our first topic. Why do Chinese people put their surname first and their given name last? Let me ask you all a question first. When you see a name like Wang Xiaoming, do you subconsciously think it's Xiaoming Wang? And maybe you think to yourself, did this guy get the name order backward, right? Don't worry, we didn't get it backward. The core reason is super simple. A Chinese surname is essentially a family crest. When my European and American friends name someone, it's first name then last name. The focus is on who you are. For example, John Smith. You first highlight John, the unique individual. But we Chinese are different. We state the surname first, then the given name. The subtext is, I'm from the Wang family or the Li family and my name is Xiaoming. It's like first declaring your family identity. After all, in traditional Chinese culture, the family is like a huge team, and the individual is an important member of that team. Stating the team name first shows respect for the entire team. It's like you would introduce yourself by saying, I'm a Lakers fan, Tom, and not, I'm Tom and I like the Lakers. It's the same principle. Alright, that's the first topic done. So next up, the second one. How many Chinese surnames are there? Take a guess. 100, 200? No. Think bigger. The traditional 100 family surnames, although it's called 100 family, actually includes over 500 surnames. And according to current statistics, the total number of Chinese surnames is over 4,500. Surprising, isn't it? But don't worry, most of these surnames are rare. For example, surnames like Du, meaning poison, Sai, meaning death, and Nan, meaning difficult. Maybe a few hundred people in China have these surnames. The true kings of surnames are just a few: Wang, Li, Zhang, Liu, and Chen. The population with these 5 surnames combined is larger than the entire population of the United Kingdom. In China, if you just shout Lao Wang on the street, at least 3 people will turn around. It's much more effective than shouting, hey you! The third topic, where did all these diverse Chinese surnames actually come from? You might not believe it when I tell you. In ancient China, when people chose surnames, it was basically do as you please. But there was a method to the madness. Why do I say there was a method? Well, the earliest Chinese surnames actually came from the earliest tribes. For example, Qiu, Fuxi, the Yellow Emperor, Yao, Shun, Yu, and so on. So through these the emperor of a tribe or the king of a tribe passed down from generation to generation. They could be granted this surname. For example, the first type is based on official positions to gain status. For instance, the surname Li was originally a high-ranking official position in the Zhou dynasty. Later, the descendants of this official thought the position was so awesome they just decided to use it as a surname, and so the surname Li came to be. It's like someone using CEO as a surname today. It sounds very impressive, doesn't it? The second type is using a fiefdom as a landmark surname. In ancient times, princes and nobles had their own fiefdoms. For example, if they were enfeoffed in a place called Chen, their descendants would directly take the surname Chen. It's like some of you having the surname London or Paris. You can tell where their hometown is just by hearing it. The third type is based on occupations as labels. This one is quite similar to Europe and America. For example, you have Smith, baker. We have the surname Gong, which originally meant artisan, and the surname Tu, which originally meant butcher. If this were today, maybe there would be surnames like food delivery or courier, right? The fourth type is based on the names of ancestors, basically idolizing ancestors by using their names. In ancient times, if there was a super impressive ancestor, the descendants, out of great admiration, would just use his name as a surname. For example, the surname Zi comes from the name of a prince in the Shang dynasty. It's like you using Beckham as a surname. The main idea is to bask in the reflected glory. The fourth topic, what's the deal with Chinese surnames and ancestral halls? To put it simply, an ancestral hall is like an exclusive club plus a spiritual sanctuary for a family with the same surname. Only people with the same surname can enter their own family's ancestral hall. So people with a different surname cannot enter their ancestral hall. The core items in an ancestral hall are the ancestral tablets, which are like a family's wall of honor. Every year during the Spring Festival and Qingming Festival, clan members gather here to worship their ancestors, praying for the family's prosperity. Besides that, the ancestral hall also serves as the family's assembly hall. For example, matters like revising the family genealogy, dividing property, and even mediating neighborhood disputes are all handled here. What's most interesting is that the ancestral hall is also the venue for the family's KPI award ceremony. If a child gets into university or becomes successful, they will come to the ancestral hall to inform the ancestors. It's like announcing to the entire clan, we have a top student in our family. For Chinese people, a surname is the ticket to enter the ancestral hall, and the ancestral hall is the home of the surname. The two are tightly bound together. The last topic, how significant is the cultural influence of Chinese surnames? You might not believe it when I tell you. It permeates every aspect of Chinese life. For example, besides hello or have you eaten, the first thing Chinese people often ask is, what is your honorable surname? This isn't a casual question. It's a way to quickly close the distance through the surname. If they find out they have the same surname, they'll say, wow, we were the same family 500 years ago. The favorability is instantly maxed out, 10 times more effective than small talk. What's even more impressive is that it has also influenced neighboring countries like South Korea, Japan, and so on. Many come from China, many surnames originate from China, and originally the surname came first, followed by the given name. Even for overseas Chinese who have lived abroad for generations, they will still firmly remember their surname, because this is their only cultural link to their motherland and their family. It's like how overseas Italians won't forget that they are from the mafia, right? Oh no, I mean they won't forget their family roots. It's the same principle. This is the Chinese way, the Chinese culture. If you want to learn more about the basics of traditional Chinese culture, remember to follow me, like, and share this video.